Class, welcome to this online tutorial on structure and bonds. So this video is suitable for students in senior 1, 2, 3, and 4. Particularly, let me try to be more elaborate. Students in senior 1, you will need this information maybe after studying some content under the periodic table. So if you are in senior 1 and you haven't covered the periodic table, then this video is not suitable for you. So particularly, it's suitable for those learners who have covered the periodic table, senior 1, third term, senior 2, 3, and 4. So particularly under structure and bonds, our main concern is going to be on the concept of chemical bonding. Then we shall also discuss generally the types of bonding. So these include, be more elaborate, they include ionic or electrovalent. Ionic is the same as electrovalent bonding. Then the second type we have covalent bonding. Then the third we have dative bonding. And lastly, the fourth one is metallic bonding. So by the end of this chapter of structure and bonds, you should be able to explain what the concept of chemical bonding means, what it entails. Then you should also be familiar with the concept of ionic, covalent, dative, and metallic bonding. So particularly that is our scope under structure and bonds. So we are going to start off with chemical bonding. So chemical bonding. So what is chemical bonding? How can you define chemical bonding? Or in simple terms, what do you understand by the term this term bond? Bond is an English word which means, in simple terms, it simply means binding things together. You bond them, you put them together. You put things together. You are like bonding them. Now, if you are a man and then there is a woman who is maybe your wife, if you are a man and you have a wife, then if both of you are engaged officially, then you form a bond. So marriage is an example of a bond. So in simple terms, that is how I can define a bond. So how can we define chemical bonding? So chemical bonding, for it, this deals with chemical combination. This is a chemical combination. Deals with chemical combination of atoms deals with chemical combination of atoms or elements to form molecules, and the compounds. In simple terms, that is the interpretation of chemical bonding. It deals with combination of atoms or elements to form molecules and compounds. Let us take an example of the interpretation of this definition. You all know water molecule. The water molecule, this is an example. We have the water molecule. The water molecule is H2O. Now, those of you who are familiar with the knowledge of the periodic table, those who have done some work on writing formulae of different compounds, this is the formula for the water molecule. The water molecule has hydrogen. This capital H you see here is standing for hydrogen. Then capital O is standing for oxygen. So that means to come up with the water molecule, hydrogen forms a chemical bond with oxygen. Hydrogen combines with oxygen. So the atom of hydrogen is bonded with the atom of oxygen to come up with a molecule of water. So in simple terms, that is bonding in terms of the water molecule. We can also use any other example. Let us use common salt. You all know that common salt is sodium chloride. So sodium chloride, we have sodium chloride. So within sodium chloride has a formula NaCl. So to come up with this compound of sodium chloride, we bond sodium with chlorine. Then we come up with a compound, sodium chloride. So in simple terms, that is chemical bonding. So in our next session, we are going to explore some of the types of bonding. So we are going to look at types of bonding in our next session. Allow me stop here.